If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up guys, it's FIFA Chief here and we're back with some more insane trading methods that can help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. So today we got 4 different filters for you that are going to be based off of the new marquee matchups, and all I ask is that you guys do please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. So the first one we're going to get into here is Arsenal versus Spurs. So the simplest thing you can look at first is just going to be Tottenham players. So right now, if we take a look at the price of these, because the SBC requires 1 Tottenham player and 1 Arsenal player, I believe, all Tottenham players right now are selling for 900 coins apiece. So selling at 900, you're going to lose 45 on tax. So you'd like to pick these up for 750 or less sniping and bidding. And I think the place where you can really make a lot of coins with this is trying to pick up these bronzes and silvers, because a lot of times these will fly under the radar, because people will just want to bid up to like 900 or so on these because they're in marquee matchups. But the thing is, you have to keep in mind that bronze and silver Premier League players actually go for a lot more. So if we take a look, I mean, these typically go about 2,500 here, and that's what they're selling for right now. So you can actually make some good coins off of those cards if people kind of stop bidding on those. But you're like, well, because of the league SBC, those cards sell for a lot more. So per usual, what I recommend is going through and placing all your bids, and then after that you can try sniping. But like I typically say with marquee matchups filters, these are going to be really hard to win sniping because it's such a common filter that there's going to be so many bots and then just so many people in general on it. It's going to be difficult to win those cards. So typically I would just go through and snipe and bid on those cards, and then after that, while you're waiting for the cards, you can try sniping, but not really my go-to thing. So moving on to the next club here is just going to be Arsenal. Again, it is just Tottenham versus Arsenal here. So these right now look like they're going about 800. Let's check 850 here. So these are going to sell 800 a piece. So you'd like to pick these up for 650 or less. Typically with these cards that are under 1,000 coins, my rule is just kind of trying to pick them up for 150 coins under what they actually sell for. That's typically what I'm going for. And the nice thing about Arsenal is they do have a lot of common golds here. So you can try to pick these up as well. So I'm going to go ahead, bid on a couple cards there, and then do my sniping. Now, the only thing I don't like about these Premier League ones is that with the bronzes and silvers being so expensive due to the league SBC, you're typically not going to pick those up. Now, like I mentioned, there is potential to make big coins if people stop bidding on them because they forget about the league SBC, but overall, you're not going to be able to make a ton of coins on those cards there. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of these, but the next couple filters I do like a lot more, I would say. So we're going to move over to the La Liga here, and we're going to be looking at Valencia to start. So the next section is Valencia versus Sevilla here. And if we take a look, and there's one Valencia player there, oh, he would have been a good pickup. Wow, these have gone up a lot more than expected. Valencia players have gone to the moon here. So these are selling 1,600 a piece here. Let's check 1,700 just to take a look. So these are going to sell 1,600 a piece. So you'd like to pick these up for 1,400 coins. Typically, between in that range between 1,000 and 2,000 that cards are selling for, you're going to try to pick them up for 200 coins under what you're going to sell them for. And you can see these cards pop up rapidly. You can see we missed one for 1,400, we missed one for 550. They're going to pop up rapidly. They're just typically really hard to pick up on marquee matchups filters, which is why I'm not a big fan of sniping on here, because you can see it's almost impossible to pick these up, which is why I think mass bidding is going to be the go-to here. And when I say mass bidding, I don't know, like, I don't mean like bidding 650 on this card, bidding 650 on that card, and going down the list and bidding the minimum possible. What I recommend is going through and bidding a flat price on all of these, the price that you're willing to go up to. So like I mentioned, I want to pick these up for 1,400 or less. So what I'm going to do is just go through and bid 1,400 on all of these cards right now, because that is the price I'm willing to go up to. And it's because I don't want to sit there and have to like go between, bidding on new cards, rebidding on these cards I've already bid on in my transfer targets, and just, flying back and forth between those. I like to bid on cards once. If I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. And then I just move on to another card. It makes it a lot easier for this. And then when you do that as well, you don't have to worry about bidding on those cards again. So after you bid on those, that's when you come in and you'll do your sniping there. So you do all your bids and then you go ahead and do your sniping right here. Makes it very, very easy, very, very efficient here. Come on, let's see if we can get a card here. 1,000. Oh, come on now. Yay. All right, let's see. Can we get one before we move on to the next one? 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Oh, I messed it up. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. But you can see so many cards pop up there. So the next one we're going to do here is Sevilla because it is the Valencia versus Sevilla section. Now, I'm guessing these are also basically the same price because I believe it's just that you need 2 from either of those clubs. So these are a little bit more expensive, actually. It looks like these are selling 1,500, 1,600. So I'm gonna try to pick these up for 1,300 or less and sell for 1,500. You can see there's someone actually doing this. Someone bid 1,300 there. And sometimes you do get a market glitch, which I should mention. There's a glitch that happens where when you search a filter with a certain price parameter, not all the cards will pop up. So what I mean is, so we've searched a max bid price 1,300 or less on all Sevilla players. Now, what if I search without a price parameter here and just start flicking through? See, this guy didn't pop up. He should have popped up because he's got a 1,300 coin bid. And then anything here with a 1,300 coin bid or less should have popped up, but it didn't. So sometimes you get this annoying market glitch that happens. So you do miss out on a lot of cards. But if you want to, you can just openly search Sevilla players and then flick through all of these to see if you're able to find any of these cards that don't pop up. Because if they're not popping up for you, chances are they're not popping up for other people, and you could potentially make some good coins on them, like that Ocampos there that I just found. And you could just sit here and fly through here and just try to find these cards that aren't popping up for people and make some really, really easy coins off of them. And how much is that Kunde going for right now? Is he up in price? Let's take a look. And even something like this, finding these cards that have really flown up in price and just sniping one individual card that has a lot of supply could be good. So he was like, okay, no, he hasn't moved in price. I swear I saw like a 3.8K bid on him. I was like, yo, what? What? So let's go ahead and take a look. So we've won one card here. So when it comes to this, this is when you kind of have to adapt what you're doing. First of all, you go through, you bid on all of these cards, you find what you're getting outbid for. So on this Tottenham filter, it looks like I would need to bid 800 a card to win them. And then on this Valencia one for the Goncalo Guedes, it looks like I'd have to bid 1,600. So the next time you go in and you're bidding, every Guedes you see, you would bid 1,600 on that Guedes. And we do get a Suso here, which is nice. And you just kind of have to keep in mind what these cards are going for. So Lo Celso, I would bid 800 or 850 each time. And you just kind of have to adapt it as you're going on a filter like this, just to be able to make more coins. And then you can also go ahead and just take a look at the individual players and see what they're going for. So when you're going through and bidding, maybe people aren't paying attention to Kunde because he's nowhere near the cheapest Sevilla player, but potentially you could find some good deals on bid for like 2,700 or so, and maybe make some good coins like that as well. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.